Welcome to the weekly Turtle Wow News with Vrograg Radio Edition. I'm your news anchor org, Vrograg Fishlayer, here to bring you all the top server news for the week of July 22nd, 2024. Let's get to it. I'm the orc, and here's the news. Top news this week: a second salvo against the official Turtle Wow YouTube channel happened last Friday and was launched by World of Warcraft's intellectual property and copyright holders. Sources report the YouTube channel received over 30 strikes on the channel, some of which were on genuinely new and custom creations like soundtracks. The YouTube channel is now no longer public. The Turtle team has since opted to host all of their video content locally through their website, the links of which can be found on the main Discord or on their website under the video heading. I have taken the steps of even reaching out to Activision Blizzard's public relations team for comment and will keep you updated if they get back to me with response for their reasoning for acting against Turtle WoW. The response from the team was a mix of frustration and solemn indignity, straying on the side of comedic with the official responses. The Discord announcement glibly mentioned Turtle WoW being a $72 corporation, and the Twitter post shows a wizard rolling their eyes. Though the gallows humor, the team messaging was resolute, claiming that the new patch is slated for release in the next few months, with 1.18 dropping in the following months, and reaffirming that Turtle 2.0 will happen in 2025. Since many were not aware, due in part to the channel's closing, the premiere of Street Market, a Turtle WoW story, happened on the same Friday as the strikes. I would urge anyone in the community curious what passionate artists and voice actors can do to make the lore and world of Turtle WoW spring to life, check out the video. It features hand-drawn images set as a comic book, telling the story of a young high elf and her experiences in Alathalas. The voice acting is done by a friend of the show, Murag. Full disclosure, Murag is my wife. In happier news, there were 2 teasers dropped this last week for 1.17.2. A revamped map for Gilneas was shown, touting better accuracy and proper zone discoverability. And of course, every paladin was jumping out of their seats with the reveal of Paladin Tier 3.5, which boasts a handsome lion-themed armor set and a shoulder-draped cloak. Several rabid Paladin fans also claim that the sword on the Paladin's back might very well be a cleansed Ashbringer, given the size and dimensions of the distinct Paladin artifact. We'll continue to check on more of the 1.17.2 teasers as they become available. That is all we have for top news this week. Until next time, I've been Vrograg Fishlayer. Thank you for listening to Everlook Radio, and remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Welcome to Market Watch Radio Edition for the week of July 22nd, 2024. I'm your market analyst, Vrograg Fishlayer. All our data is gathered from numbers provided by WowAuctions.net, the industry leader in auction house reports. I throw it all together to make these indexes of various market sectors, as well as S&V 200, an index of the 200 biggest and most influential commodities in the economy. Let's crunch the numbers. First to Telebim. Both the Alliance and Horde S&V 200s fell by a small margin this week. The Alliance was down 3% to 6 gold 50, and the Horde by 8% to 5 gold 90. The most recent trend indicates that the Alliance market has some more value to lose, dropping 10 silver in the last 2 days, but the Horde market has surged up 20% in the same time. Markets as small as these often show high levels of volatility, best exemplified through the tailoring index. For the Alliance, the index started at 1 gold 15, fell as low as 1 gold even, and finished the week at its high of 1 gold 30. Losing 14% value before jumping 20% is a wild ride to be sure. On the Horde side, tailoring hit a huge slump, starting at 86 silver and dropping all the way to 72. This was much like the Alliance, losing 20%, but the price has since only rebounded up to 79 silver. Not only is the market much less stable, but the variance in value between the Alliance and the Horde makes buying items on the Horde side nearly half priced. So as always, it pays for Telebim market brokers to keep a close eye on prices and deals wherever you can find them. Over on Nordinar, the S&P 200 only lost 8% in value, finishing the week at 9 gold 40. It is encouraging to see such relative stability in the market. Over 3 months, it's trended only up 2%, and over 6 months, 6%. There still has been periods of market volatility, like in early June when the index jumped over to 11 gold, and late March when it cratered to just short of 8 gold. But overall, the market is showing slow and steady growth, an investor's dream. Nearly all of the crafting and reagent indexes MarketWatch tracks lost ground this week, though much like the larger market, the margins were slim. Enchanting down 6%, mining down 3%, essence and elements were down 9%, and skinning lost the most at 13%, as heavy losses in red dragon scale and devil's oar leather pushed the index down. Also of note was the fishing index finally falling below 20 gold. Seems the word is out that stone scale yield money is good money, as market pressures dropped the slippery guy 12% to finish the week at 1 gold 26. Helping the downward trend also was oily blackmouth down 13% and dark claw lobster fell a staggering 63%. Dark claw lobster falling so much indicates that much of the stone scale fishing is likely being done in the hydral fishing loot table, where both fish can be caught even if it requires 400 plus fishing. Might this be the end of the reign of the fish bubble, or just a hiccup before more fishy speculation? That's all the time we have for this week's Radio Market Watch. I hope you found some of the information here useful. Make sure to use wowauctions.net for all of your own market research. Remember to keep an eye on your coin, otherwise someone else will for you. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Welcome to Turtle Wow News' Community Bulletin, Radio Edition. I'm your host, Vrograg Fishlayer, here to bring you all the community news and updates on events going on in your community, for the player and by the player, for the week of July 22nd, 2024. Hard Chores recorded a new server first this weekend, taking down the ever-tricky Firemaw in BWL as a hardcore group. Reports have come in that it was a relatively smooth attempt. The VOD shows a deathless pull taking only 2 minutes and 13 seconds, a respectable time given the guild's limited gearing and progression. Word is that this week they hope to progress to Ebonrock and Flamegore next, and the following week might even make an attempt at Nefarian as well. Best of luck, Hard Chores. I look forward to congratulating you on your new title soon. That is, if the team remembers to hand them out this time. Over on Telebim, there was a planned assault on Stormwind that happened on Sunday. Dragonslayer and a band of the best world PvPers of Telebim placed the banners of war in front of Stormwind, and gave the Alliance a week to prepare. I was able to cover some of the action on a live stream, the VOD of which is now available for any curious to watch on the Vrograg Fishlayer YouTube channel. The fighting was intense at times, but the Horde were able to achieve their two objectives, killing the Abbot of the Cathedral and killing the King Regent Bolvar. Fun fact, Bolvar will lay on hands himself when nearly dead, a fact that caught many in the Horde party by surprise. Though the Horde were victorious, most agree that it was well played and well fought. Stay tuned to see if the Alliance answers in kind. Over on Nordinar, the Wolfskull clan recently began their excursions in Eastern Kingdom by landing in Reventusk village. There was a gathering of this prestigious RP clan of Horde members this last Friday, where they met and discussed matters of their future on the far east coast. We'll continue to follow the unfolding saga of the Wolfskull clan's exploits as they develop. Be sure to mark your calendar for this Saturday, July 27th, 3 p.m. server time, when the Nightingale Fair will be arriving in Westfall, where a troupe of singers live known as the Harvesters. According to the event posting, there will be an open stage where all are welcome to show off their talent. General RP merriment and fun is sure to happen. Who doesn't like a fair? Whether it's events, pugs, or just general fun, Turtle WoW is more than a game, it's a community. So do your part in continuing that legacy by getting involved. I've been Vrograg Fishlayer, wishing you all a fun week on the server. Loktar Ogar. Vrograg Fishlayer here, keeping you up to date and informed about all the latest changes and adjustments coming to you through the changelog. Today we'll look at the changelog for July 17, 2024, which hosted 19 separate changes. Let's check out the most impactful ones with this week's changelog roundup. A contingent of angrier than normal warriors were seen outside of the Duratar Labor Union office recently. Evidently, a shield sold by the union, known as the Labor Union Defender, had some fine print that the erstwhile warriors didn't read, saying that anytime it was used as a shield, it would prompt the user for a paid subscription to Shield Monthly. After some choice words and a few black eyes, the Labor Union Defender will now function as a shield with no additional upcharge. After recently being considered for member status, the Forest Trolls of Amani Allure were able to petition some Tauren Archdruids to come by and bless their coastal waters. Up until now, all the trolls were subsisting on spider meat, the only readily hunted meat in northern Stone Talon Pass. Fortunately, the blessings of the druids worked well, and the forest trolls can try their cooking on something a bit more appetizing, like fish. In a potentially related story, the same forest trolls reported finding meat that tasted and looked suspiciously like clam meat inside the bodies of deep moss spiders that they were hunting. The same druid contingent that were there to remedy the fishing situation looked into the troubling news about the local spider population. Details are sketchy, but word is that a forest troll witch doctor, Outcast, with a taste for seafood was apprehended. The druids have removed what they called simply the curse of clam from the spiders, and for the time being, the creatures of Stone Talon Pass seem stable. The Fashion Police of Azeroth, a group of super fashionable raiders, issued several citations in Lower Karazhan. According to their fashion violations, many of the bosses offer some of the most chic and couture items for the various fashionistas of Azeroth. However, they don't drop fashion coins. To the Fashion Police, this is a criminal offense of the highest order. A bewildered Moros was seen being cornered and forced to sign a contract, then issued a cart full of fashion coins before the Fashion Police rode off into the sunset. Whatever the police did, it seemed to have worked, as all the bosses in Lower Karazhan can now drop fashion coins. That completes the changelog roundup for last week. This week's changelog may be out soon, so make sure to check it out so you can keep on top of all the latest adjustments coming to Turtle WoW. I've been Vrograg Fishslayer with Everlook Radio, reminding you all to stay informed, because the deadliest weapon is knowledge.